Hey guys, Dave here. I have another review ready for you guys, and this is going to be on another Bond No. 9 fragrance that is going to be one of my favorites for summer, and probably you already know this is Bond No. 9's Wall Street. This is a tester that I got off FragranceNet a while back, so it's just got the little condom thing, no actual cap, but this fragrance was released in 2004, and the perfumer is David Apel. He's done a few other fragrances for them as well, I believe mainly Bleecker Street. As far as notes, on the top we have sea kale and cucumber. The middle notes are ozone, marine notes, and lavender. And the base we have musks, vetiver, and ambergris. As far as bottle sizes, there are two. There's a 1.7 that's going to run you anywhere from 90 to 150, and a 3.4, which is this guy. Unless you get a tester, it'll be cheaper than 140, but otherwise 140 to around 220 is retail for the 3.4. As far as classification, I would call this mostly an aquatic, but it does have a little bit of citrus and also some vegetal vibes and a little bit of musk and woods as well. But mainly it is an aquatic to me. Right on top I get the aquatic vibe immediately, but with a very strong cucumber note and almost a touch of seaweed in the background as well. The cucumber and aquatic combination is extremely refreshing. Reminds me of being at the beach near the ocean with the breeze in my face. I just absolutely love the top of this fragrance. It's very fresh, very clean, refreshing. I also get a bit of a melon vibe from this fragrance in the top and the mid as well, but I'm not really sure where it's coming from, but it's definitely there on my skin at least, and as you guys know, I'm a sucker for melons. So in the mid, I still get that cucumber, but it's not quite as strong, and the marine and airy notes pick up significantly. The melon and lavender are also there as well, which adds to the freshness. I do start to get a bit of the musk later on in the mid as well. The mid actually lasts a while on my skin as well as the top. It's still very much an aquatic in the mid, but it's also still unique with that cucumber note as well. Now the dry down can be fantastic on some people and then kind of off-putting on other people. I've heard a lot of complaints that some say that the dry down smells a bit like wet dog. On me, I get the aquatic vibe still, but much lighter with some well done musk. I don't really get that wet dog. I definitely get sweetness from the ambergris and just a bit of grassy vetiver as well. I personally like the dry down, but then again, like I said, it never gets gross in my skin, so I really can't see where the wet dog thing comes from, but it depends on skin chemistry. I'm sure it probably did to that person as well. I'm sure it probably doesn't smell great on everyone. The dry down is a bit reminiscent of some creeds with that ambergris, but it still has its own feel. I would say that this fragrance is really best for anything. I can see it used casual, formal, work, school, etc., pretty much anything. As far as women, I get as many compliments with this one as I do with almost any fragrance in my collection. It's up there with La Nuit de l'Homme, New Harlem, etc. in terms of compliments. As far as age, I would say absolutely anyone can wear this. Also men and women can wear this. It's very unisex. As far as number of sprays, I'm generally going 3 to 4. It lasts well. It does not get cloying to me at all. So you could go a little higher than that. I usually don't. I usually do one on the kind of between the chest and the neck, one on the back of the neck, and one on each wrist, and I'm good to go. You could do a little more, but that's not necessarily needed. As far as who would like this, I think that if you like aquatics, cucumber, melon, ambergris, ocean type of scents, then definitely check it out. This is probably my favorite aquatic right now. Actually, it is my favorite aquatic at the moment. Why would you not like this? If you don't like fragrances like this, that fresh aquatic type of scent, I can't see too many people hating this fragrance unless the dry down gets gross on them, unless you really do not like aquatics. Now as far as dominant notes, I would say that kind of marine, ozone / aquatic vibe, the cucumber, that kind of melon note, I don't know where it's coming from, but it's definitely dominant on my skin, and also in the dry down, the musk and the ambergris are pretty heavy, at least on my skin. I wouldn't say heavy, but they're definitely there and came to play. As far as bottles, I think if you like Creed's Millésime Impérial, Healy's Cell Marine, or Bulgari Aquamarine or Aqua, then definitely check this one out. As far as what do I think of when I wear this, I think I kind of already said that. A fresh ocean breeze where seaweed's floating on top of the water and the air's a bit cool. That's the best picture I can paint. Not necessarily like a super hot tropical beach, more like a cooler beach, like say in the Northeast, and like I don't know, I've never been there, so that's just the best description I can think of. As far as my ratings, overall smell, I will give this a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite aquatic and fresh fragrances. I just love the smell, and I love how fresh it is. As far as projection, I will give it a 9 out of 10. It actually does last quite well on my skin, or actually does quite well on my skin. It isn't a beast, but it projects pretty well. As far as longevity, I'm getting a long time for this type of fragrance. I'm averaging between 9 and 12 hours, which I think is amazing for this type of scent. At least for me it is. As far as uniqueness, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Despite being an aquatic, I think the cucumber note makes it fairly unique. I haven't smelled anything quite like it, but there are some similar fragrances for sure. Now, as far as versatility, I'm going to give it a 9.5. The only reason is I can see this being worn anytime, anywhere, but I'm not really sure about how well it will do in cold weather. I have tried it out. It lasted well, but the projection was not very good. I do think any occasion is suitable for this fragrance. Now, as far as my overall rating, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I adore this fragrance, and I think I said this last time, I'm trying to be a little bit harsher on my overall scores. If I averaged out those 5 ratings, it would be a 9.5 if you average everything up, but a 9.10 is a fantastic, 9 out of 10 is a fantastic score, and I highly recommend this fragrance to aquatic lovers. It's easily one of my favorite fragrances for spring and especially summer. Very, very refreshing, cool, and just overall a very well made fragrance. Now, as far as buy, try, or pass, I would say that this is a must try. The price makes it a bit too expensive to blind buy personally, but that and samples aren't super hard to come by for buns, whether it be eBay, fragrance files, that type of thing. So that is my take on Bond No. 9's Wall Street. Very, very well done fragrance that I absolutely just love. So as always, guys, please rate, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.